got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Stroud to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I was so proud of you in our meeting with the defensive coordinator because you asked the question that set him off. And all you said was, so what improvement do you need to see?
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's going to go up top again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Toss right side to Pacheco. Down inside the 40. The Chiefs are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now they continue with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Stroud. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, Oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At the 39-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Texans 3. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got a lead. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Texans 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And Stroud now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pulling left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Paul ought to give up the middle. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
The Chiefs' 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud looking to change the play. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Stroud. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
In motion right goes Higgins. Throwing now is Stroud. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Higgins from 17 yards out. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10.
Texans 10. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Down the fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get him there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they'll keep leading on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the 1st down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Tackle made back at his own 49.
Now Stroud. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Hands it off out of the gun. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. An audible here to get a new look. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Here we go on fourth down. Down the right sideline. It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Look at hot, look at hot. Oh, hey. 18, what's that?
Pierce is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
On the quick, right? 18, what's that?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a run here, and he is going to be taken down. They got it. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. This will cost him 11 yards there on the second and goal sack. And now because of the sack, it's third and goal from the 14.
All right. 18, what's that?
Looking to throw. Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Second down and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
It's now third
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Here we go, let's go. 118, let's hit.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly the fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Back to throw. Stroud. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Stroud out of the gun here. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 3-yard line.
That's complete right side to Kmet. Touchdown! Cole Kmet as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. The quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 5.
Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
This time they stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Stroud looking to throw. Well, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. A big gain of 31 on third down.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
All right. 18. What's up?
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Stroud looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Whitaker. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
A 48-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Oh, he's got a little dime. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 88 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Able to power through. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
3rd down and 1.
Hey, Taylor. Yellow. Right side.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And he returns this to the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On the throw, letting too much that time. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Texans first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Stroud. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here we go.
And Stroud now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
And it's third down.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Stroud. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
That one complete. It's tanked down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Texans.
Tony.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Now 2nd and 5. Now Stroud. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. The throwing again is Stroud. Touchdown, Texans! Cole Kmet halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they... And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. On the tackle, it was Dane Belton. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal to start the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing now is Stroud. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
Stroud. And the Chiefs are going to get him. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up.
Loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And there's the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A give right side for Pacheco. And it takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud. Able to find Kmet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And again, back to Kmet. And he's got this down to the 35. Here's 1st down. Now Stroud. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Cole Kmet, 34 yards. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Kansas City touchdown. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Ball has it knocked loose. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown. Lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example of that.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32.
Stroud to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Stroud will look to throw once more. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught inside the 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Here we go. 18.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, and that's the one that should seal the victory. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're